We will continue from part 1 of the video. So the procedure for restoring is insert the mixture in small amounts into the cavity under unsupported enamel using a blunt blade of the applier or carver. Use round surface of a medium excavator to push the material deeper into those parts of cavity where there is any overhanging or undercut. So once you have placed under all the undercuts, then you can use the second amount to fill up the cavity. So you have to wrap the mylas strip firmly around whenever you are doing it. You have to hold the strip with the thumb on the buccal side or the palatal side wherever it is required. You have to insert the GIC in such a way that it is slightly overfilled the cavity. You have to remove the visible excess with either a medium or a large excavator. You have to wait for a minute or two till the material feels hard and keeping the tooth dry. And for anterior, the strip is pulled around the tooth while the mixture is setting so that contour adaptation can happen. It can also be facilitated by a straight instrument pressed against the strip to shape the restoration. You have to remove the strip and the wedge and cover the restoration with the petroleum jelly or specially prepared varnish. You have to check the bite using articulating paper, adjust the height, remove the cotton wool or rolls. You can apply another new layer of varnish or a petroleum jelly, and you can ask the patient to not to eat or drink at least for an hour, and you can leave the patient. Our ARTs can fail. One of the failures that can happen would be restoration is completely missing, and most often this failure is because of these reasons. One is that isolation was not proper. There is a contamination with saliva or blood during the procedure that prevented the adhesion of the mix to the tooth structure. The mix is not made properly, it's too wet or too dry, then also entire restoration can fail and it can go missing. If the soft caries is not entirely removed, obviously the glass ionomer cement is not going to adhere to that and it can easily come out. If there is a very thin undermined enamel, it has been left behind and this particular part of enamel broke off, and because it broke off, now that retention is not there. So that can happen. So all these problems can be prevented if we are doing the procedure properly. The second failure that can happen is part of the restoration being broken away. This can happen. This is a part of restoration, not the entire restoration lost. Part of restoration broken away. This can happen if the restoration was too high, high point was not removed, or while mixing care was not taken, or dispensing the liquid care was not taken, and air bubble was trapped, and that led to breaking away of one part of the restoration from the other part. The restoration can fracture, and this can also happen because of multiple surface restorations. If it is done, it's too high point, then it can fracture. If the fractured part of the restoration cannot be removed, then repair through ART may not be possible. Then the patient may need to be referred to a facility where traditional drill is available. The fourth failure that can happen with ART would be that caries developing adjacent to the fissure or surface. This is usually rare because GIC is fluoride releasing. But then if a caries has been left already, that may progress, or if the caries risk is too high. So what we need to do in such a circumstance, when a patient comes for follow-up and you can find the caries adjacent, you could simply remove that particular caries which is adjacent to the restoration Once all decay has been removed, you can just clean and fill the new cavity adjacent to the restoration. So earlier recommendation, we would remove the entire restoration. Now we don't do it. We simply excavate the cavity and join the old restoration with the newer one. Application of ART has been done quite well in a large number of developing and underdeveloped countries. The retention rate of multi-surface ART restoration is about 71% at the end of 3 years, and for one surface restoration it is proved to be 85% retention rate for 3 years. So this could work excellent with a deciduous dentition where the expected time for stay in the oral cavity may be the next 3 to 6 years. So you could simply place this restoration and prevent early loss of deciduous teeth. Of course, you could also use it for permanent dentition because the type of material that we are getting now with GIC, the newer type of materials, can also be used for posteriors and they have good physical properties. The newer development in ART, first we have the chemomechanical caries removal. we do that using some chemicals. It can be sodium hypochlorite based or enzyme and sodium hypochlorite based agents, for example GK101, GK101E, Keridex and Kerisol. So these act by chlorination of the denatured collagen fibers. So the demineralized area also has collagen fibers, the infected dentin. So these collagen fibers are denatured. So only the denatured collagen fibers are acted upon by the chlorination of sodium hypochlorite. Then amino acids are also there in this mix, which can further help in dissolution. Then we have enzyme based, which are not mixture of hypochlorite and enzyme, purely enzyme based systems. For example, Papakeri, which uses papain enzyme, or Biosol, which uses pepsin enzyme. So these enzymes help to dissolve the collagen, and the traditional ART might take more time, but because the chemomechanical agents are now available, which can soften the decay, so the caries excavation time is reduced to less than 8 minutes, and in some the claims are that it can reduce even less than 5 minutes. The other newer development that has improved our ability to function with ART is the type 9 glass ionomer cement. This has come with improved properties now, like packable posterior restorative. It's packable, it has a dough-like consistency, it is non-sticky, it doesn't stick to our instruments. It has a high compressive and flexural strength, and wear resistance is not exactly as composite but not worse. It's simple and easy to use technique, just 2 minutes working time and another 2.5 minutes setting time, just 4.5 minutes from the start of the mix and another 8 minutes for the cavity preparation. The whole process can finish in 15 to 20 minutes. The advantage of this packable restorative is also that a single step placement can be done even for a larger filling. So it's a packable composite, you don't need to do an incremental filling, you can just do a bulk filling here. So to summarize, ART was developed to fulfill the restorative needs of millions of people who don't have access to regular restorative care, the regular electrically driven equipments, they don't have access to dentists. So a primary healthcare worker or a dental auxiliary who has been trained in this can execute this particular exercise. Dentist can only go to the field, he can diagnose the case, he can decide which can go for ART, which have to go for drill, and then those which can go for ART can simply be delegated to the dental auxiliary and they can render the dental care at much lower cost, and that spares the dentist time for much more severe cases. So ART has been endorsed by the World Health Organization as well as International Association for Dental Research. So that completes the part 2 of the video on atraumatic restorative treatment. Thank you.